child. The Sunday before they disappeared, Summer was telling me how she considered Bear her guardian angel, and that Bear protected the kids and protected the family, and how important Bear was to the family.
Summer wouldn't leave the dogs out there in the backyard, just leave them without food and everything like that. That would have never happened.
As the officers interview family and friends, a timeline of the McDave action slowly begins to emerge in the days before they went missing on February 4th.
I spoke to Summer the morning of February 4th. I had a premature son, so we were talking that morning and we were making a date for her to come out that week to come and meet Hannah.
It was an emotional time for both sisters.
During the same time I was dealing with Hannah and bringing him home from the hospital, she was dealing with a brand new house. She was just crazed herself with all her busy housework and babies and family.
The McDaves have recently moved from a tiny apartment in the beachfront town of San Clemente to a large, airy house in the hills of Fallbrook.
The San Clemente house was perfect. They loved it. The location,
Hi, sir.
you know, misty morning, beach property. It was just a little two-bedroom, and unfortunately they outgrew it. They had been looking for probably 3 years already for something obviously local. When they couldn't find it and it didn't meet the budget, they decided to go to Fallbrook.
Right. Yep, another beautiful day in paradise, Southern California. That's the ocean right there. Wow, that's something, guys. Joseph is an avid surfer who took great pride in being just steps away from the ocean. Everybody's watching the big bear. Of course, it's going to get what? But he is excited about the move to the mountains.
I just consider this my long beach road from Oceanside, and at the end of this long beach road is my house.
Summer is having a harder time adjusting to the idea of being away from the water.
Oh, I can't do this. What? This is beautiful. There's the house.
It wouldn't have been her first choice, you know. So it was definitely a hard move, but a move that they planned to do for, 3 years or whatever. Maybe have an income property off of it and get closer to the beach once again.
Summer eventually embraces the move as a step towards financial security for her family and throws herself into turning the property into their dream house.
Summer was definitely in the remodeling, especially when it came to the pretty things that feel like the rooms that you're in the most. She had her paint colors, chosen.
But as with most big projects, the renovation was not without its rocky moments. I asked how the house remodel was going, so she said, oh, it's going great, except the 4 guys are coming in and how her painter disappeared, and, so she started expressing to me the stress she had to get the house painted, and so that's when I offered, hey, if you need a hand painting, I can maybe help out. That's how I ended up getting looped into coming out there on the Sunday before they disappeared. MacGyver spends all day Sunday at the McStay house, working on painting the downstairs area. As it turned out, the project was bigger than I thought. By Wednesday, the kitchen is still unfinished, and MacGyver needs a break. As he packs up to go home, little does MacGyver know he will be the last person to see all 4 of the McStays together. Everything seemed to kind of check out all right, and the goal was for me, to come back on Saturday. I didn't hear anything back until that evening saying, yes, for sure, we'll see you Saturday. So that was the last text I got from Summer. But the workday never happened. Thursday, the day after MacGyver receives the text from Summer, is the last day anyone hears from the McStays. Summer is at home with the kids, while Joseph has a routine meeting with one of his business associates.
He drove to Rancho Cucamonga He had a business luncheon with one of his business associates where he told the business associate that he was going to return home. Cell tower records indicate that he did go from Ranch Cucamonga to the Fallbrook area in a direct path.
Cell phone records also indicate that Joseph continued to make business calls throughout the rest of the day. His final call is at 8:47 p.m. to the same business partner he had lunch with.
That business partner had no indication that something was wrong. I was able to determine that February 4th was a very ordinary day for Joseph and Summer.
After they had gathered all the information they can from family and friends, the detectives hit the neighborhood streets, looking for other sources of information to fill in the gaps of the McStays' last day.
We knocked on the doors of all the neighbors and asked them if they had seen the McStays or knew the circumstances